weekend and oversleeping, dreaming nothing, playing pretend. I'm overthinking at the stop sign, frozen when that siren goes by. Another I'm avoiding off of Warren and Vine. Eyes open, mouth closed, potholes on the road. People living on that street corner heavy, but it's home. Kobe murals every other block. Pain don't stop, pay no mind. The real evil left unwatched. Sign plastered over Melrose Ave by that long line of where the hood's by. I can't help but get to feeling like the vibes don't match. I try to laugh, but it's muffled by the light white mask. And summertime.
If you didn't go through them before the game and want to see which players are involved in each specific lineup, then you'll have to call a timeout, use the triggers, and go through your options. If you want to make substitutions but don't want to ruin the flow of the game, then hit down on the D-pad and choose which players you want taken out and which players you want subbed in for them. Your changes will take place at the next dead ball. Now let's say you're playing a game and there's clearly a mismatch going against you. In that case, you'll need to pause the game, go to Game Plan, then Defensive Settings, and you'll be able to assign any player to guard any opposing player. You can also adjust on-ball pressure, off-ball pressure, and more. Lastly, let's go over intentional fouling. If it's a late game situation and you want assistance, you can go to Coach Settings and set your late game fouling to auto. This will force the computer to do all the late game fouling for you. But if you want to do it all yourself, then put that setting on manual. That's it for this week's Expert Tips. If you have something you want covered, send us a tweet using the hashtag.
Just about.
Thanks, Brian.
Boy, Allie, wouldn't that be something? So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The 1-2 punch of George and Kawhi on the perimeter. Morris, the power forward, with Ibaka patrolling the paint. And it's Jackson in at the 1. And for Houston, Tyson Wood playing together in the front court. MP is out there with John Wall. And it's Green in at the small forward position. And Grant, with the All-Star break now in the rear view, how important is the rest period most players just had?
Well, it is so important. The NBA season is long, so having a week to heal up really does wonders for your body.
And the basket by MP.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Now here's Jackson. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Pass to George. Shot clock at 6. Good on the bucket.
So money on the catch and shoot. I don't know what the defense is doing there, giving Kawhi that shot.
MP against George. And the Rockets call time here.
And Kawhi Leonard dipping his toe into free agency. Now, he opted out mostly to sign a longer contract with the Clippers. And in just 2 years, he has shown his value for this franchise. So they felt the same, and both are now linked for the next 4 years.
They are the City Texans.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Outside, Green. Wall, the pass to MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Jackson. Misses off the right iron. Leonard against Tice. George passes to Jackson. Now here's Ibaka. Lets the 3 fly. Tice grabs the miss. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. MP outside. Pass to Tice. MP outside. Unloads. The Clippers grab the miss. Their last encounter was in Los Angeles.
That's a game they know they probably could have won. And had a few more things gone their way, they would have.
Maybe should have. The score doesn't indicate just how well they competed in that game. For the majority of it, they look like the better team.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Buries it from 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Up top, Jackson. Wall covering. Here's Ibaka. That shot, no good. And Houston will come the other way. Their last game, a win against the Magic. Looking to carry it into this one.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building, not in a good mood.
That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Good awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
George against MP. Paul George pulls down the board.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
with the jam.
Yeah, I'd be aware of Paul George, especially when he's that close. How about that throwdown?
Wall, the pass to MP. There's 1:26 left in the first quarter here. Back to Wall. On the wing, MP. Launches it. He buries it from 3. MP's got 9 points.
No way he's going to pass that shot. He is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Leonard gets the bucket.
You got to do your best to root and push and shove Kawhi Leonard outside of the paint. He's just too strong and too skilled on the inside, and then he starts to get comfortable.
Now here's MP. Playing Orlando, he was nearly unstoppable.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Launches a 3. Another 3 from Houston.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
Leonard against Green. Leonard left side. Leonard double team. Pass to Jackson. That one's good for 2.
That play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Now MP. He's got 15. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
No, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possession. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And no question, John Wall at his best attacking the rim. But he said when his shot is falling, it's a whole different ball game.
When my jump shot's going, it opens up the floor so much more for me and my teammates and giving those guys open looks. And it's just the hard work I put in and these guys trusting and believing in me and being able to knock down open shots.
And Grant, over his career, Wall, frankly, hasn't been the most efficient scorer.
Yeah, he really hasn't. I mean, a tremendous playmaker.
Clippers substitution.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Out to the right wing. Ibaka finds George. Baseline jumper. Wood grabs the board. Houston has gone just 1 of 4 from downtown so far in the second.
And you get some traditional big man stuff from Wood. If you look at his handles, going one-on-one outside the painted area, most centers can't do all the things that he can do.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Magic was tremendous. He scored 53 points and was on point from deep. Monster production. He was focused. He was relentless. Everyone is still buzzing about it. Guys?
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And Wood's shown great versatility on offense. But the same skill set applies on the defensive end as well.
I mean, he can switch. He slides on the perimeter to protect the rim. His skill set is exactly what scouts are looking for now at the center position.
A deep 3 from MP. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Ooh, this guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court.
Leonard outside. Back to Fournier. 3-pointer. The shot that time not on target. And Houston will come the other way. And here's MP from outside. Again, MP missing. Now Los Angeles with it. It's a 13-point game. Pass to George. a jam by George.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. A deep three from MP. Second chance shot. And it's Wood laying it in. Wood's got his first basket of the night.
You know, if they're looking for stops, they can't give it back on the defensive glass.
And Leonard, here we go. Oh, nice.
Look at the bench.
Down.
I mean, the bench is going nuts. It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Hits the trifecta. MP's got 9 points in the quarter.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
And so it's Houston, a size. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. The emphasis placed on athleticism is bigger than it's ever been, and that goes for all positions.
Yeah, you're going to need athletes all over the floor, BA, and I think there's this trend to finding wing players or taller players who have the capability of being very good at a lot of things and not just specialists anymore. That's the way modern-day rosters seem to be being built.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Morris, the power forward, with Ibaka patrolling the paint. George and Leonard at the 2 and the 3, and it's Jackson in at the point guard position. George, no good. And Houston is shooting a fantastic 57%. Leonard against MP. Green in the post. Count that one. And the Rockets lead by 19.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
The Clippers shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the dunk by Leonard.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
MP against George. Outside, Green. Here's MP. Again, Houston.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Ball against Jackson. Green with the defensive effort.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
Here's MP. 32 points in the game for him. Puts up a 3. Another 3 from Houston.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
On target from about 13 feet.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
And here's MP from outside. The rebound by Jackson.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Leonard. Rockets with a rebound. MP outside. Jacks up a 3. Counted from distance. MP's got 38 points.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Martin, he's checked in for the Rockets. Gordon comes in for Wall, and it's Martin with the rebound. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 13-4 run. MP outside. Gordon outside. Green, the pass to MP. Goes up on the wing. That one a little long.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there. Terrence Mann, one of those guys in the draft that maybe people didn't realize was this good, and the Clippers have done a good job of developing him.
On the wing man. Oh, there's the alley! And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you gotta love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Historically, a few franchises have gobbled up most of the NBA championships. A significant number of teams have never won a title, though. However, we're in an interesting time. A lot of those franchises are looking for their first title. They're among the top teams now. And guys, they're hoping to get on the board.
Oh, yes. Very interesting, Allie. Thanks for that. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
MP outside. Another three from Houston.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 8 in the third. And it's Jackson on the take. There's the block. Back comes Houston in transition. MP way outside. And that comes off the assist by Green. MP's got 47 points. Here's Jackson. There's the drive. No good on the shot. Tice with the defensive effort.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And got it. Another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.